Well, guys, this is something I've been meaning to talk about for over a year now, but with the current shit show we're living through, it slipped my mind. This is still a very important subject and one that's actually close to my heart. As you might know, I'm talking about our armed forces, or the army in this case, but I expect it extends to the Navy and Air Force also. These are people I have the utmost respect for, as many of you will know. Every soldier, past and present, is worth at least 10 million politicians or media fuckpigs in my book. This, I'm sure, is a given with most of you, because you will likely feel the same way. My support of the British Army, our Navy and Air Force is unconditional like the love for my country. Which is actually why it really pisses me off how under-equipped our soldiers still are. Yes, this was big news years ago, with the government claiming they had sorted it. But even back in 2016, I had soldiers telling me that this wasn't true. And now, in 2021, I'm being told literally the same thing, possibly even more so, as it's not just basic kit, like boots being unfit for purpose this time. It's now vital kit, like webbing and shit, issued by the army, being absolutely piss poor, and according to serving soldiers, literally not fit for purpose. I only found out about this being an ongoing issue this year because I play airsoft, as some of you might know. A serving soldier gifted me a belt webbing system I thought was British Army issue. I was of course wrong. It's a £350 system paid for by the soldier himself, as the standard army issue ones are in his words completely shit. Not only that, it's apparently that bad. I'm being told that most, if not all, infantry soldiers have literally gone out and spent something like £400 of their own money just to buy belt kit that allows them to actually be combat effective. I mean, imagine being in the British Army, the best in the world, and you have to buy your own expensive belt kit, boots and tons of other shit just to be the best. That sort of shit there literally fucking enrages me, I'm going to tell you now. Putting their life on the line at the political whims of fuckpig politicians while spending their own money on the kit they need to do the job that's asked of them. As you know, the government is spending hundreds of billions on test and fucking trace health passports alongside a £1.4 trillion for this industrial green revolution bollocks they're pushing through. Yet our entire defence budget for 2019 to 2020 was a meagre piss poor £39.8 billion. Test and trace literally cost us that much, as you know. If anything should show you how fucked up this country is, then it's certainly that shit there. Test and trace, phoning people up to lock them in their homes, healthy or sick, is as valuable as the defence of our islands. I would laugh, but let's be honest, it's fucking embarrassing and it's actually pissing me off. Imagine the British Army come to you as a foreign soldier, having purchased their gear to come and fight alongside you. They didn't buy it because they wanted it, but because they needed it. Now obviously all of this will be down to the penny pinching by the army, because the government is selling them short when it comes to funding. Too busy giving mates PPE contracts and shit like that, no doubt. This year apparently they estimate a £42 billion defence budget, but that, like I said, is spread across all military services, not just the army. This obviously leaves me saying if we can spend £40 billion on test and trace bollocks, then we can spend £40 billion on the army. Shit, you could stick an extra £40 billion across all three. Now as it stands, the government is apparently sourcing our belt kit and God knows what else from abroad. Israel for the belt kit, I was told, and who knows what else comes from other countries. Now the British Army soldiers themselves, when replacing these useless belt rigs for instance, telling me that they often go to JJ's of Brecon, a place in South Wales with a belt rig system that they do, which is actually the one that I was given and I've got here with me. You know, they're going out and buying British, but our corrupt elite and political shitweasels wouldn't go for that though, would they? It would be common sense after all. Oh, and it's also harder to grease palms to skim off the top, I would also bet. Either way, I find it nothing short of disgusting that our boys are buying their own kit while we wank money around on absolute bullshit constantly every single day. This government is a fucking embarrassment even to governments as they go. Shit, I think we're back on the levels of Tony Blair at this point.